explain the concept? Were you counting on George to go vertical and carry that safety, or can you explain that for us?
Yeah, I think he's going to go vertical, but at the end of the day, it can't happen. On me, I was trying to give Pat a chance. He's hadn't done such a good job for us down the red zone, and they made a good play.
Russ, what does this offense need to do to get going?
I think that first of all, we just have to play cleaner. That's gonna be the first part. I think the second part is we're gonna have to study the film and see where we're doing things really well. There's some moments. I mean, we scored a touchdown, got called back. Just those things that happen. In key situations, and then I think at the end of the day, there's going to be adversity in every season, and it comes in different spaces and places and different times. And I'm betting on our guys and who we are and how we're going to respond. I really believe in who we are, the character of guys, the mentality that we have. It's been a tough road, obviously, the past 3 weeks, and we haven't been able to overcome some of the challenges along the way. And that's going to be. We got to make that a good thing for us. At the end of the day, when you look back at it all, and hope when we get the chance to play in the playoffs, it becomes 0-0. You know what I mean? It's that's the truth of the playoffs and the opportunity that we have. And so I think that before we get there, though, is that our belief can't waver. Matter of fact, if anything, we got to turn it up even more on our belief. And I think that's a key part to how we respond in the midst of adversity. And the adversity can break you down. The adversity can challenge you in such a way that you start thinking negatively, you start speaking negatively, you start thinking, woe is me, this or that. Or the adversity can challenge you in such a way that there's growth, and the adversity can challenge you in such a way that you try to find the next moment. And I think that with any game, any next moment, you have to believe that this one's going to be the best one. And how we do that is going to be by really great fundamentals, really great communication, really great execution. Like I said, we did some really good things today, but we also did a lot of bad, in a way. And so, how do we remove that and just get better? And I think that's got to be our focus as a team, as a whole team. We got to get better, and it starts with us, in my opinion, and just trying to find a way to, capitalize on moments.
The pass rush that they generated, were you surprised they were able to get that much going without Jones? And did they do anything schematically that you weren't expecting in the absence of him at the last minute to sort of adjust?
No, I mean, they didn't do anything schematically necessarily that we weren't prepared for. They did a little bit more 5-3-3 and different things that they did. But, to be honest with you, I just think that they made more plays than we did. And I think that it was a battle out there for sure. And just, I try to use my legs a little bit more in certain situations when something wasn't there or whatever, and just try to get first downs and keep the ball moving. So I think at the end of the day, they, like I said, it's a simple game. They made more plays than we did.
What do the Chiefs do up front to make more plays? Were there things that you guys could come back and you could say, hey, we had to pick this up better? Were there certain things they were running to get you guys off rhythm more?
Honestly, I got to watch the film of it, but like I said, they did a good job. They played better than we did as a collective effort, as a collective team, and they capitalized on moments and stuff. And so, we were third and long, too many times, especially in that. I think in the second half, we just had too many situations where we were kind of backed up. We couldn't get a rhythm in certain moments, and so score 16-10, and coming out of half, and we have a great opportunity to go down the field and try to make something happen, and nothing really happened for us the right way. So we got to figure that out and study that and just see where we can get better. And I still love how we competed at the very end of it. I think it's, despite it all, guys not giving up and giving in.
Third straight game, you guys haven't scored 20 points. Third straight game, you guys have lost. What are some of the themes that you guys are able to identify and say, hey, these are the key parts that we have to adjust to turn things around?
Yeah, I think it's going to be, all about us making plays, staying on schedule. And I think that's just the name of the game, especially offensively. We're going to have to be able to do that moving forward. Obviously, we got a big one at home next week, and that one's going to matter to us in a lot of ways. And it's going to matter in a lot of ways because we want to catch that momentum going into the playoffs and how we play the right way. and you have to be singularly focused. I know it's, you look back and, no matter what the circumstances are, you can look back and, if we had won all 3 games, and everything else, it's, you look back and you go in the playoffs and you're not prepared and you don't play right and it's over. Or, you can lose these 3 games and respond the right way, and be ready to go. And I think that there's highs and lows in every season, like I said, and so we got to make sure that we end this last game on the right footing, and right belief. And that's going to be really key to how we go about it, and how we respond. I think from there, just going into it, understanding that it's going to be a 0-0 score, come the playoff time, and that's got to be where we are. That's got to be our perspective, and how we go about that's going to really matter over the next 10 days. How we prepare, how we think about it. I think that obviously there's been a bunch of games on I don't know how many days, and there's been some ups and downs in it, and so what we're gonna have to do is recover physically from that, but also to mentally press in. I think it's going to be a really important part to mentally press in and study and figure out what we can do. And I think that's going to be really critical how we approach it. There's all these teams that we can beat, and we can play better. And when we do play better, I think we're going to be a scary team to play. But we got to make sure that's the case.